Hello, Jannat here. Today my invited speaker is Pragya. She's a science-minded kid. She will educate me about some clever sea creature that I never heard of. She learned it from Minute Earth and now she's interested to spread the knowledge. So let's jump into our talk.
Hello, it's Pragya, and today I'm going to be talking about the shells in Greenland. They know the weather, but how? It all starts with one cell called the foram. And the foram has somehow been able to pull ingredients from the sea and stack them into a house with calcium carbonate. Side note, there is also a number on how much ice and snow there is on the entire Earth, but that's not important. It's really important, we can read the weather with that, but let's explain that in a little bit. How do they know how much ice and snow it is on the entire Earth? How do shells know that? Here's how they know. The foram gets the number from the two types of oxygen it gets from the sea. There is normal oxygen and there is heavy oxygen. Normal oxygen has 8 protons and 8 neutrons. The heavy one, however, has 8 protons and 10 neutrons. And the H2Os with the normal oxygen are more bouncy, and they usually are the ones which evaporate and bounce around in the clouds. And since glaciers are kind of like a storage point for H2Os with normal oxygen, the colder the climate is, the more evaporation of the sea there is, and then more icebergs. So, when it's colder, there's more icebergs from the sea. When it's hotter, the icebergs melt, and then more heavy oxygen, more normal oxygen come. Okay, back to how the number gets on there. So, when the shell develops, or basically makes itself a shell, it counts how many normal oxygen it gets and how much heavy oxygen it gets. So then they have a number inscripted on it, how much ice and snow there is. Read it off, you can see how much ice and snow there is and what the climate was, basically. But we can see what the climate is in much easier ways right now. So why do we need the shells? No one needs to go scuba diving, get a shell. Let's see what the weather is today. No. These shells are helpful to know what the weather was years ago, like millennia ago. So if you scooped up a long pipe of just sea dirt at in the Greenland oceans, you would find how up and down, how the temperature was, really hot and really cold and really hot and really cold and really hot and really cold, and what our temperature is going, like that. So, from me, I say goodbye, but thank you for having me.
Just a side note, the ones we are talking about, they are not like the ones we are seeing on the screen right now. Forams are tiniest organism. They are very, very small organism. They have to be seen under the microscope. Foraminifera, forams for short. I've watched the original video from Minute Earth after you mentioned it to me. They have some papers links in the description. I've taken a look at some of them. So what I understood after your presentation and from those papers and blogs is Foraminifera is a single cell organism. They don't have brains. They are not animals. But I wonder how come this single cell organism is such smart while they don't have brains? They don't have brains, but they really smartly build their shells consisting of calcium carbonate. Forams are an important tool for studying marine biology and for understanding our past climate. That's amazing. There are types of forams. Some live either near the surface, some live on the sea floor. At some point, Like any other organisms, forams must die. So the dead forams sink to the bottom of the ocean, and in progression of time, layers after layers develop deep inside the seabed. So if a tool drills long sediment cores from the seabed and collects soil samples from different strata, the fossils of the shells will be found from different layers in the soil sample. Now, because those shells record information about their surroundings, have indications to the geochemistry of the environment about where and when these shells were developing and how the environment of that time was in this planet. That's what I understood from your talk and from some of the papers they have in the description link in general. Thanks for letting us know about these single-cell clever organisms and their contribution about the Earth's past. Pragya, I hope next time you will come with another fascinating topic as usual. Till then, have fun and love. Thank you.